uh, the great education is having their presence on this platform really. So we have to hear from the students as well, and we have to hear from professors. We have to hear from educationists. So we are able to manage. We are able to bring all sorts of people onto this platform. So anyway, for this program, Mr. Jason, Master Jason, Jason is going to welcome all our guests. Jason. So with Jason welcome note, we start this program.
Greetings, Excellency. I am Jason from Global Change Mission India.
Yeah.
I am very happy today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. Have a great day. Thank you once again. Over to Prince.
Very nice, very nice.
Greetings, Excellencies. I'm Prince Pakitpalli from Global Change Mission India. Thank you, Excellency, Prime Minister Eden Ma'am, and I thank all Excellencies for joining today. This webinar about AI and ChatGPT. It's a revolution in education. We welcome you all. We welcome you to share your knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellencies. Thank you so much. Because these are the two kids who are forcing me to arrange this program, and with the blessings of our chief patron,
Nice.
Her Majesty, Prime Minister of State Birland, a humanitarian nation. Really, when I heard the concept of Birland, really I felt very happy. Having Her Majesty presence on this beautiful day on a beautiful subject, really, we are honored and blessed. So I request Her Majesty to start the program with her introductory remarks. Over to you, Majesty.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rajarao Pagadipali, the Birland International Director for International Diplomacy. And thank you to Prince and Jason Pagadipali. Wow, Dr. Raj, really, you are training your children as early as today to be like you. That's wonderful, really. And I appreciate so much these two kids. And of course, I'm looking for Professor Elizabeth Caroline, our Birland Director for Child Development. Thank you for organizing this program today or this evening. And to all our special guests, to all the educators, professors, administrators, and maybe there are some government officials, if I'm not mistaken, and friends, a very wonderful and pleasant evening to all. It is truly a great honor for the state of Birland that the Global Child Mission in India organized this international virtual educational conference, or the Edu-Con, under the Birland state name. To our illustrious guest speakers for today, for this Edu-Con, eminent guest speakers from different countries. I heard there are some from Nepal. Welcome. And we have a very controversial topic: the impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT on education. I am very glad that I'll be able to speak to you this evening once again on this platform. I'm very elated that you are all here to share your knowledge, express your true feelings towards the usage of this modern new tools. And this new learning and educational tool or tools, which have become very controversial since its inception, we can say, or existence. And I will not be offended if you contradict me, the guest speakers. Is that because I am the Prime Minister of the state of Birland, the part of the organizer of this program, that I'm not going to listen to your side also. But in addition, I am an experienced school administrator, a school builder, a classroom teacher, mentor, trainer, and speaker, and pioneered the establishment of an educational institution in 1991. And I have been mentored about AI for the past several months by an authority of AI who has used technology as a genius formula. I don't know if I can share some screen. Let me try. This. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yes, I have that authority also to speak about artificial intelligence because I studied and learned about its importance. And I chaired and organized several virtual seminars about how artificial intelligence revolutionized tomorrow's education. But I like AI more than ChatGPT. AI is a new tool, a new educational tool for this generation. If we are not going to make use of it, the bad people will still use it, and that's the danger of it. The kitchen tools. What are the kitchen tools that we have in our kitchen that we couldn't live without? Anyone? Okay, I'll answer my question. Of course, the knives, correct? Exactly. What is a kitchen without a knife? How often do we use knives, or how often do we use a knife? It makes our work easier and quicker. But have we killed anyone using this tool, this knife? It is the same thing. AI is an excellent tool for education to revolutionize tomorrow's education. If we use it for good, it will produce and give good, very good results indeed. But if we use it for evil purposes, naturally, we can perceive evil results. If we don't use it, the world will still use it and is using, by the way, unless we cut all the internet signals in our area or country. I read ChatGPT already got a worthy rival. They said it's the Anthropic AI, if I am not mistaken. But only if we are a technophobic, that children, our students will exploit us. We educators and school administrators or educational institution administrators must strategize, and technology will level up everything, or will level everything up. Every child, and I also believe this, that every child has a genius in themselves. And let's not allow the genius in them to be suppressed. Let it be expressed very quickly to express their best. Educators need to know how to use the new system so that we will not be caught up. We will not be left out or outdated or outsmart. How do we get the best education for our children if we avoid using these new tools? If teachers till this time avoided using cell phones, what do you think is their situation now? Do you only use cell phone for FB, for stalking, and for chatting? Everything we know that a desktop can do, now a laptop can do as well. Everything that your laptop can do, now our handheld phones or mobile can do also, even without your desktop and laptop. You know, in the Philippines, we are uploading the grades and the average of every pupil and students to what we call the LIS, the learning system. Now, we don't need to submit physical forms to the Department of Education or Division Office. Just upload to the LIS or the Learner Information System. It is an online facility that provides for the registration of learners enrolled in schools run or licensed by the Department of Education in the Philippines. It is the national registry of all learners in basic education. Technology makes work fast and easy. It lessens our workloads. In the Philippines, if a child is not registered in the LIS, he is not enrolled as a student. And if he has no LRN, learner reference number, even if he is already 12 years old, but his parents decided to enroll him only at the age of 12, not from kindergarten, he cannot be accepted in the right level or in grade 6. Normally 12 years old is in grade 6. He won't be accepted because he has no record in the learner information system. Now, the children, our children now, they are the digital natives. We are now in the era of high tech, or what they call the digital natives. We now have the technology or tools to be able to view historical relics in the United Kingdom, wherever you are in the world, which happened last week, which was not possible before. We now have superior connectivity to boost learning and teaching. We don't need to travel at all. We now have access to the biggest library in the world, not the physical library, but of course, the Google. If you want to travel to the next country, now, at this time, would you still prefer to take a ship, except when we want a cruise, or we will choose a plane? We use new technology to teach the children of today, who are now called the digital natives. I thank so much, and I'm very grateful to Professor Chris Imafidon in UK, the royal advisor of the royal family and Queen Elizabeth II, for I learned so much from his mentorship. Well, the most feared in using AI is plagiarism, of course. I will not dwell into that, but let me give you an example, which I generated by AI. AI gave me this. So let me share it with you. The impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT on education can be significant and positive. And here are some ways in which they can impact education. Shift in focus, AI tools like ChatGPT can shift the focus in classrooms from traditional teaching methods to more critical thinking, revision, research, and discussion. Instead of solely focusing on mastering formulas, teachers can emphasize teaching students how to organize ideas creatively using various media forms. 2. Writing assistance. ChatGPT can aid students in generating ideas for their writing assignments and provide valuable feedback. It can suggest research sources, help in organizing essay outlines, and improve language skills by suggesting synonyms and alternate phrasing. And third, personalized tutoring. AI tools like ChatGPT have the potential to offer personalized tutoring, allowing students to receive individualized support and guidance. And this can enhance the learning experience and cater to the specific needs of each student. 2 more. Unlocking creativity. ChatGPT can unlock student creativity by providing them with new perspectives and ideas. It can serve as a tool for brainstorming and exploring different approaches to problem solving and preparing them for the future. Embracing AI tools in education can better prepare students for a future where they will work alongside AI systems. It can help them develop the skills needed to navigate and collaborate with AI technology effectively. However, there are also potential limitations and challenges associated with using ChatGPT in education. These include overall reliance on technology, limited understanding of concepts due to surface level responses, and the potential, as I said earlier, for plagiarism. It is important for educators to use AI tools like ChatGPT thoughtfully and in conjunction with in-class discussions and guidance from teachers. Overall, AI and ChatGPT have the potential to positively impact education by enhancing teaching methods, providing personalized support, and fostering creativity and critical thinking skills among students. If we want to really give the best education for our children today, we educators and administrators should learn how to use these new tools and catch up with the digital natives. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr.
Majesty.
Rao.
Thank you so much. Really, that's amazing. Anyway, you have put forward in a way, positive way, most of the time positive way, by encouraging technology. Really, that is what we need, because the days are changing. We have to adopt that paradigm shift. Thank you, Majesty. Thank you so much for giving that wonderful and powerful speech by opening. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. And good evening to all who just joined in. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, Majesty. So now I invite my beloved friend from Macedonia, Dr. Dragan Javanov, a great scientist and who has been doing a great service to our nation, India, by staying in Macedonia, because he encourages all Indian speakers and Indian programs, really having his presence on this day as an education assistant scientist. Really, we are honored, dear brother. Over to Dr. Dragan Javanov.
Thank you very much. Thank you, dear Raja. I'm honored to be part for this educational summit today. Topics today: artificial intelligence offer a cutting-edge approach to enhance student judgment across all educational level through interactive learning methods beyond traditional institutions. Artificial intelligence can dynamically alter course content, provide instant feedback, and guide students' involvement. ChatGPT, most important use in the potential of writing assistant. It allows students and teachers to generate content ideas that inspire them to write theses on any topic. Moreover, they can help create different drafts of the same easy and suggest improvement areas regarding grammar, clarity, or consistency. On the one hand, ChatGPT has many benefits, including its ability to create personalized interactive lessons, increase access to education for people with disabilities, assist educators, and current lesson plans, and more. ChatGPT improves the user experience. Customer service agents are freed up to handle more complex conversations due to the elimination of repetitive tasks like learning rudimentary questions. Besides customer service, ChatGPT also optimizes search queries and create content. The rise of artificial intelligence in learning. Artificial intelligence has been making waves in various industries, and the education sector on exception. In recent years, artificial intelligence has found its way into the learning, providing students with personalized learning expertise and teachers with powerful tools to track student progress and adapt their teaching methods. Artificial intelligence-based learning platforms like ChatGPT have gained popularity due to their ability to engage students in a conversational manner, similar to that of human tutor. The use of artificial intelligence has also been prized for its potential to improve learning outcomes by providing students with more efficient and effective ways to learn. However, with the rise of artificial intelligence in learning, they are also concerned about the potential negative impact it could have on the students. Some experts, the artificial intelligence-based learning platform called hinder critical thinking skills and reduce human interaction, which in an essential aspect of learning. And conclusion, artificial intelligence plus ChatGPT should be used and bond not banned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Greeting from Macedonia.
Thank you so much. Your presence and your speech both are wonderful. Thank you so much for your support and wonderful speech. So now we have a special guest, Dr. P.K. Rajput sir, a man who needs no introduction because, of course, he has his own designation by saying some farmer or some ex. He is not farmer, he is not ex. He is always the king, champion of the many hearts. Because I saw that quote, he's former vice president of some organization. But as an educationist, as an advisor, as a role model, as a pioneer, as a torchbearer, he lives long in the minds of many people because he doesn't run any organization. But he is the one who guide the leaders. He is the one who guide organizations because I happen to see many organizations are depend on him because such a talented person he is. From education side, from leadership side, from motivation side, from any aspect, if we take Rajput sir will be there. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We know that you are so much busy, but you extend. If you once commit, then we can guess your presence will be there. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Very, very good evening to you, sir. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening once again to such a great personality who have joined here. Thank you, Queen Eden, for starting the text of this contest of this ChatGPT and AI. I'm very happy to see Dr. Dragon talking about it. I can see Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, my respect to her, Dr. Pratik, my brother, people are here. So now I'm coming on very important subject, overview of the impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT on education. What a wonderful combination. I say wonderful combination. And I was listening very carefully about the Queen Eden, what she said. She's an educationalist and she is using this since so many times, so many years. Right. Let me also remind you, there's one movie has come in 1999, Matrix. It was full of AI. There was there, one of the person character was there. He was observing 25, 30 years back about it, and today we are working on that. So today, what both of the children's, the prince and your younger son has spoken about it, he has touched the real fulcrum of it. So first I will talk the uses of AI, and then at the same time I will say about the ChatGPT. So AI, I always feel that it is a blessing in our life. Why? Because without AI, we cannot move. Today, in any situation and every situation, we are being confined with the artificial intelligence. How? Point number one, chatbots and the virtual assistant. Today, I'm in Delhi. I'm going to airport. Now I'm sitting in the car. But with the AI, with the Google Assistant, I'm able to reach there and I understand how much time is going to take. This is a part of the AI. Security and surveillance. Now in the airport also, in many countries, you just show your face, you put your fingerprints and you are clear. So yeah, you are clear with the immigration, you are clear with the security. That's a part of AI. Then the third is agriculture and farming. People, they are changed the entire scenario and they're putting it. Then autonomous flying machines, right? Because now Elon Musk has already developed. In many countries, they are talking about it. I will not talk on the 21st century. I'm going to talk on by 2030, this decade. And we all will find that the things are getting changed because the chat GPT has come at 3, then 3.5, then 3.5 free, and chat GPT 4, right? And this is giving us lot of positiveness. The uses are also there and the misuses are also there. When the computer had come, people were really scared that computer is going to take the job. But now computer is able to take the mundane work which we were doing it, and we are free to think something beyond that. We are able to do so many things which is really required. So again, coming back to the AI part, retail, shopping, fashion, sports, analytics, and activities, manufacturing and the production part where we are there, right? Finance and banking, education and learning, which is a very important subject where we are talking about the AI. Environmental sustainability, we talk about that part. Gamification, automobile industry. So everywhere we have been confined to AI part. Now, let me tell you, ChatGPT is a boon. Why? I always say, because if anything, I have to take it out, I will type it and in 30 seconds, I'll get the result. Now, it depends upon me that boon I'm putting as a bin or not. Right? It is dependent upon me. So the use and the misuse is totally depend with the teachers, with the educators, with us, that how to utilize. Because it is very true. Today, the student, the youngsters, from the age of 2 years, they know how to operate the smartphone. They know how to operate the smart TV. So you cannot avoid that important part which is important. So it is better to guide them, to tell them what is good, what is bad. See, in the YouTube also, there are good things are there to learn, there are bad things are there to learn. People, they are asking from ChatGPT how to prepare a bomb. But that is not a good thing, na? But if you ask from the ChatGPT how to prepare the thesis, how to write the entire thing which is important, so that they can learn. Now, coming to the education part, let me tell you, it depends upon the educator that you give the homework to them, tell them, encourage them. Because if you will not encourage, they will learn from somewhere else. They will do the copy. But now, what to take that is very important, because the tomorrow, the world is going to depend on that. Believe you me, in India, there was one of the decision, because today I was sitting with the judges, right? One of the decision has been taken at Ambala court with the help of the ChatGPT. Again, I repeat, one of the decisions from the Ambala court by the judges has been taken by the help of the ChatGPT. So you can understand the level of that they are using it. So it depends. We should encourage, but at the same time, we should tell them what is the pros and what is the cons. And with that pros part, what are the things the child is going to learn? So if you start putting the things to them, and if you make a clear-cut curriculum for them, they can do lot many things. And at the same time, for the educator, for the administrator, for the people, for us, ChatGPT is helping us to make the 10 hours job in 5 minutes of time, then 1 hour to see that what the things has come out, so that you can scrutinize the thing and you can clear the things and take the gist of the entire thing, which is very important. I said 10 hours job, which will be given by 5 minutes of time, then 1 hour, it is your wisdom, right? And the knowledge combination is going to help, which is going to come out that what is the real requirement is there. Of course, ChatGPT doesn't have emotions. That is very, very true. We human have the emotions, but they will give you the logic things which is there. And it's already been fed in them and the algorithm, because algorithm is being fed and you are going to get the data. So I personally feel, because I love technology, I am a part of the McKinsey's group also. I'm a part of IBM. I'm a part of the Open AI group, because I have interacted with the Mr. Sam Altman also, right? Because I love that. So what he told and what he suggested to the people, that AI and this thing is, it may replace, but it depends upon us that whether we want to get replaced or we are using it in the right perspective, which is very important. So this international conference, I like to put in a very, very candid way and a very positive way. Candid way, don't see that it is a bad thing. No, it is a right thing. Utilize it. Utilize the proper way. And when we talk about the positive way, there are so many things are there which is going to help, and you can find many answers which are really required, which we are aware about it, and it is going to reduce the time, and then we can utilize our the time in a much critical thinking and creative thinking, which is the need of the hours. Because if we will not use it, we are going to become obsolete. Let me tell you very clearly. And believe you me, in 3 years of time, you will find a complete change is going to happen. Today, we talk about the smart classes. Yesterday, I was in your Hyderabad. I saw students, they are learning with a virtual reality when they are in the age of 5 years only, 6 years only. They are understanding that part. So when so much of the understanding is happening with the with such of the media which is available now, so we have to utilize it. That is all from my side. It is always a boon. It depends upon us. It is like a fire. Fire, we use it to cook our food. But if you put by our finger there, then it is going to burn ourselves, right? So how we teach our children that be aware of the fire, but how to utilize it, because without cooking the food, we can't eat it. So that is all about it. This is the right example which I can give it to all of you. But I love technology, and I'm pro to Bard is coming, and even Bing has come. Microsoft Bing has come. They are helping us. So many things are going to come. So this is all, sir, from my side. Thank you so much for giving me time, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you to all wonderful, my friends, my listeners, my esteemed speaker, my esteemed honorable guest, and Queen Madam, who has given me the opportunity for this wonderful platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. That's really awesome and wonderful. But there are some technical problems. But even then, you did a wonderful job. We can encash your speeches, sir. You don't know, you not yet realize the value of your speeches. But we can do a great business like artificial intelligence on your speeches. We'll think of it one day. Soon I will discuss. But it's commendable, sir. Wonderful. Comparison is beautiful, sir. The ChatGPT with what we call fire. Really, because it is a revolution. Fire is the revolution in human history. How you are utilizing it is very important. In the same way, ChatGPT. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now we have a special guest and keynote speaker, Honorable Manju Gupta ma'am, from Mangalmayi Group of Institutions, Director of Strategic Management. I invite Her Excellency to give a short speech on this beautiful topic. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Raja Rao. I must congratulate to both the kids who have taken this courage and, motivated his father to do this, choose this topic basically, ChatGPT and AI. So basically, I'm speaking mainly on AI for a lot of time, since many, months. But I thought, ChatGPT is definitely new. So as Dr. Rajput has said, that technology is really, really, helpful. But it is very important that how we are using technology, how we are leveraging the technology, that is very important. For that, mentoring is definitely very essential. So I think because our kids are now living in the competitive environment, when they are living in competitive environment, so they are doing a lot of repetitive tasks. When these repetitive tasks can be done by ChatGPT or maybe by technology, then what is the harm? There is no harm, because they must have to utilize their time in creative thinking and decision making, or maybe in analytical work. So that is the need of the hour, in fact. So we have to leverage this technology in a very, very effective manner. So if you look at ChatGPT, how ChatGPT is engaging, or engaging the student basically. So generally, I see my son who always use ChatGPT to ask certain answers to their question which teacher has given. But then how these answers are helping them, helping the kid to frame their new answers. They keep them motivated that such kind of answer can also happen of this question. So this also engage and motivate the student. Additionally, if you look at AI can collect and analyze data based on student performance, enabling educator to make decision making. Similarly, GPT collect previous data, and based on the data which the student has chosen, he can, the ChatGPT can frame up the question or maybe the answer based on the preference of the performance of the student. If you look at the Gurukul system of education, earlier what happened in Gurukul system of education, generally like in Gurukul system of education, we do the personal mentoring of the student. I mean, students are taught to respect everyone irrespective of their caste, creed, ethnicity, culture, religion, and perspective. Similarly, in AI, if you look at AI or ChatGPT, there is no discrimination. I mean, it gives answer irrespective of any caste, any religion, any ethnicity, or maybe any perspective. It treat every student equally, right? So that means it has a very, very powerful algorithm which can gather data on student behavior, such as how they spend on certain tasks, student, how much time they spend on various things, what type of question they are typing into the question bar, and how they are framing the question. This also been analyzed by the AI. So based on these analysis, I mean, ChatGPT interact internally, and based on their learning material, collect the data, and based on the pattern and data, it can improve their teaching methods and curriculum designing also. But now the question is, what type of artificial intelligence is ChatGPT? Because ChatGPT is nothing but it's a part of AI, and AI is not new. Since years we are using AI, as Dr. Rajput has said. 30 years ago, I mean, before we were also using AI, but now AI, everybody is talking about AI. AI is nothing but, I mean, human intelligence can never, overpower artificial intelligence. So basically, ChatGPT is also an example of generative AI tool. I mean, it is a very technical term, but ChatGPT basically stands for Generative Pattern Transformer. Now, what exactly this ChatGPT is? It is basically an open AI large language model which power the chatbot. I mean, chatbot everybody knows. Whenever you book tickets through Indigo or through any of the airlines, so sometimes ChatGPT comes or they guide you to do further process or how to give you the help. This is basically chatbot. So now every e-commerce website or any of the interactive website, they are using chatbot. But now how this chatbot is different from AI chatbot? AI chatbot are basically connecting with the mindset of the individual. But now how AI is different from the chatbot? No, ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is an example of AI, I must say. So basically ChatGPT is based on AI, but it is not AI, it is a generative AI tool, I must say. So this means AI is definitely providing a lot of advantages in case of the organized information, allowing student to access knowledge from different perspective from various sources effortlessly. If you look at earlier student, whenever student do the research, to get the data, to gather the data, they have to go into the library. So of course, going into the library, collecting the data and making their notes is not a bad habit. But yes, nowadays, when I look at my son, who is just in 10th standard, who is always busy with the curriculum, which the thing which teachers has given. So they hardly get time to go into the library. So then that means we should have to have the alternative things in place where they can utilize their energy. So of course, such kind of interactive tools and technologies are definitely, engaging the student in positive manner. But of course, mentoring is required. A clear eyes vision, parents, vision or monitoring is definitely required, where how this technology has been, utilized, and how this technology is empowering our kid. But then what exactly, I mean, how, who are the most benefited of ChatGPT? Because now everybody is using ChatGPT. So that means in the job of content creator or content developer has been, in threat. Such kind of discussion is also going on. But how this is majorly being benefited, ChatGPT is majorly benefited. So I personally say this ChatGPT is not a threat to a content creator. Rather, ChatGPT is very, very helpful to the content creator. Because every time I say human intelligence is, of course, the supreme intelligence. So ChatGPT can never overpower the human intelligence, right? So basically, content creator can also use ChatGPT to improve their content quality. For example, yesterday I was writing a story. So there was certain punchline in my mind. So based on my personal story, it's not my something professional, my personal story. So I was having certain key points in my mind. So I guided to ChatGPT to write something about me based on the input which I have fed it. So the wonderful story has been narrated by the ChatGPT, which is an excellent tool. But then again, I've taken the help of the content creator because I was going to give it through to some of the media. Right. So I've taken the help of the content creator to reframe it. So I was not relying 100% on ChatGPT because human essence is required definitely at every step. So definitely we have to leverage all these qualities to utilize the tools to make their content more impressive and profitable. Of course, profitable, right? Because now a lot of content creators, those who have the acumen of the story, but they are not able to write a good frame of English maybe. So then ChatGPT can frame up good English, but then they cannot take the mindset of a writer. So I think in such way we have to leverage all this technology. So I personally feel there are a lot of benefits, and students have to utilize it in a very, very effective manner. And teachers are also using in the school to do the project work, or maybe they're like last week my son teacher has given a project to the student that they have to they have given a certain framework. Based on the framework, student have to do this story writing through ChatGPT. Believe me, every student was having a different story, but they have taken it through ChatGPT also. So that means ChatGPT also, or maybe AI also, read the mindset of the student, or maybe whatever they are giving the punchline, or they are framing the sentences. So based on the sentence framing, again every time there is a new story created. So again, it is one of the fantastic tool, I must say. So
thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much. You went into the deep insight to the ChatGPT. That's really an excellent presentation. And I also learned some, because I never ever think about what is GPT.
yeah.
It is the first time I heard it.
generative
It's for my records. Thank you so much. Actually, I too did some research on ChatGPT. So, but it's not superior to us.
No, definitely
so
not.
much.
Ultimately, it has been created by human only. So we can never say that human intelligence has been overpowered by ChatGPT.
I got one paragraph about myself on ChatGPT. But if I write my name, that is my one. If I change just name of Rajput sir, it is Rajput sir, because it's a normalizing or generalizing. Because we feel detached to that essay, because we don't personalize, because it's a common line, it's generalized. Essay will be generalized.
That is why we call it as generalized AI.
Yes. So
Dr. Manju and Dr. Raj, I'm not using ChatGPT. I'm using AI Perplexity.
Oh,
great.
Perfect.
Very good.
Thank you, Mahesh.
Thank you so much.
Now it's a
sir,
time for one of the pillar of Global Child Mission India. Sir, please.
What Dr. Manju has said, I just want to add, because
yes, please,
attending the conference for many students and the teachers, see, all the students, they have a very good IQ level. Point number one, right? They are now technology oriented. There is a point number two. So today we are just measuring the success part. We are not measuring the process, which is very important. If as a teacher, we should insist on the process, not the success, and ignite and hunger in the student to learn. Again, I'm saying ignite and hunger to the student to learn. It is going to make a difference. So the process is going to be strong, and the result will be 100% successful. So that is the thing. that we should not go for the last, we should be on the step by step. As the way we prepare our home, we make our this base very, very strong. And that is the requirement to make the thing, instead of thinking that we are making a 10-story building. So this is one I like to add, especially for the student. And for that, sir, let me tell you, a teacher has to know the knowledge much, right? Because teacher has to update herself or himself, right? Time. The parent should also know, because parents should not depend upon that part. So whenever I speak to the school going people, I say, whenever you are taking the parent teacher meet, don't accuse your child, the child who is coming with the ChatGPT. Tell the parent that he is doing a good job, but you please sit, what Dr. Manju said, spend an hour of the time and tell what is the right, what is the wrong, to have the right process to ensure the success part. Just I like to add it after listening to Dr. Manju.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I invite, before I inviting Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas, ma'am, we have a special guest from Mexico. Alma, ma'am, a bit, Alma Delia Herrera, University de Autonoma. Over to you, Excellency. Sorry, if I mispronounce your name. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the invitation. It is a pleasure to share with you. In the era of artificial intelligence, the development of natural language processing technologies such as ChatGPT has revolutionized human interactions with machines, algorithms, in education. These tools offer great potential to improve teaching and learning, but they also pose ethical challenges that need to be careful and thoughtfully addressed. We can point out great advantage of ChatGPT in education. GPT chats can be tailored to individual students' needs, providing tailored content and explanations like an encyclopedia. They facilitate access to a wide range of education resources which can democratize knowledge for students of different origins. They allow students to receive quick answers to their questions, encouraging continuous and self-directed learning. It can help students research and scholar access education, research, scientific articles, journals, books, and more, broadening access to relevant information. It is a tool to use the information correctly and to verify. They can help students find ideas, facts, and reference for assignments, projects, or academic research. Of course, there are ethical challenges to be resolved in the education issue. Of course, ChatGPT models may reflect biases present in the data which they were trained, perpetuating stereotypes and inequalities. The opacity of some models makes it difficult to know how they make decisions, which can raise ethical issues in the education context. An exercise use of ChatGPT can reduce students' ability to think critical and solve problems on their own. In other words, it is not convenient to leave all the tasks and activities to the ChatGPT. In order to be ethical when using ChatGPT as a student, it is important to follow these guidelines. Do not use the content generated by ChatGPT without giving proper credit to the original source. Manipulation. Avoid using the models to create misleading, defamatory for malicious content. Respect copyright by not creating content that violates other people's intellectual property. Do not share sensitive or confidential personal information with the model. Be aware of the bias inherent in the training data and try to avoid enacting bias. Adequate context. Use the model for education purpose and in appropriate context, avoiding generating inappropriate content. Validation. Verify and critically evaluate the accuracy and reliability of the information generated by the model before using it. By being aware of this ethical consideration, a student can responsibility that advantage of ChatGPT technology, privacy and security. The chat collects and stores user data to improve model performance and raises concerns about student privacy. ChatGPT models can be tempered with or used to spread disinformation, but there are also solutions and ethical approaches in this regard. It is essential to train models with more diverse and representative data sets to reduce biases and stereotypes. Developers should strive to create more understandable and explainable models to ensure accountability. The use of ChatGPT should complement, not replace, human learning to cultivate thinking and problem-solving skills. The use of ChatGPT chat in education poses a set of opportunities and ethical challenges that must be addressed responsibly by taking advantage of its advantage and applying ethical solutions. We can promote its use in the classroom and move it towards a more inclusive, transparent, educational future focused on the comprehensive development of students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much for that beautiful speech. Thank you for your wonderful presence and a wonderful presentation. Now it's time to invite our special guest, one of the pillar of Global Child Mission India, who's been supporting Prince and Jason all through their journey. Actually, I wanted to see Professor Queen, Dr. Elizabeth Lucas, ma'am, can you please switch on your video? Just I wanted to spotlight him. Yes, you are on the screen now. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much. You are so special because taking you as an inspiration. So Prince and Jason decided to organize at least one program in a month because you are doing such a wonderful journey, taking as a leap of faith or inspiration from your wonderful program and wonderful support rendered by you. And they have asked me, it's happened 3-4 months back, but due to World Peace Summit, we were unable to organize. But this month onwards, we are planning to organize at least 1 hour in a month a program. Thank you. You have to continue the same blessings to the kids.
Thank you so much, sir.
Because
Thank
you are the one
you.
who supported
Thank you
Global
so
Child
much.
Mission India, because of you, everyone knows about today that Global Child Mission India. Thank you, Excellency. It is from their side and from my side. Thank you for joining, and
Thank you, sir.
thank you for guiding. And always your presence makes us feel so glad and so blessed. And with this welcome, I invite you to give your short speech on this webinar. Over to you, Excellency.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate this time, and thank you for trusting and also believing me to be part of everything that is happening in this organization, Global Child Mission. And as you know, that my passion is for the children and for the youth. But before I go any further, I promise not to waste much of your time this morning or this afternoon, this evening. I just want to, first of all, acknowledge our great leader on this platform in the name of our Royal Majesty, Queen Eden. You know, I'll mention your name. Thank you much because I can see that in collaboration of the state of Birland, this program has been organized. And I want to say thank you, ma'am, on behalf of my ambassadors, my family of Pajip Depali, Prince and Jason. We want to say thank you, ma'am, for collaborating with us with this great conference. I also want to acknowledge our father in the house, our hero, our leader, my role model, my inspiration, Ambassador Dr. Prince. I mean, not Prince, because that is what he puts on the floor. Dr. Rajao, thank you, sir, for all the great works you're doing to support us, to energize us to do what we're doing. Oh, wow, you just finished this great global peace and you're still here again supporting the children so that we can continue to act on what we've learned, because practice makes it better. And also when we practice, and also impact into other people's life, then there will be change, there will be transformation, and there will be great improvement in our education. I also want to seize this opportunity to acknowledge all our great leaders on this platform. I can see Professor Patrick, I can see Professor Kampala, I can see every one of you, even my brother, Dr. Solomon Musa from Nigeria. You are all welcome to this platform. I'm not going to waste much of your time, but I want to say thank you to every one of you for bringing us, for coming together to share our thoughts on this artificial intelligence. Yes, we are the pioneer of this. We first of all want to thank the Almighty God that whatever is happening in this world, we are witnessing it. We are alive, and we are also adapting to that change, because change is not easy, but we can make that change. And while we are making change ourselves, we are also laying the good example for our students so that they will know, we will give them the assurance that it is possible. And yes, we can do it. Yes, we can learn new skills. Yes, we can adapt to this change. Artificial intelligence has come to stay, and we just need to continue to be renewing our mindset, because mindset is everything. And we continue to add more knowledge to what we've known before so that we can perform well and lay good example for these children. To these children, this youth, everything we are facing is very new to them. How can we bring them along? How can we encourage them? How can we help them and support them to embrace this artificial intelligence? I want to agree with you all that the most important thing is inspiration. We need to inspire them. We need to motivate them. We need to encourage them. We need to be there for them and also to listen to their struggles and their worries. Because once these things are in place, believe me or not, this youth, these children, they will go far. And it is our prayers that they will do better than us. And that is why we are here to mentor them, to guide them, to give them the better understanding of what education is all about, and also this artificial intelligence. Let me also say this. Some people, if they don't understand something, they will abuse it. And that is why I want to appreciate my brother, my role model, my inspiration, and joining hands together with the children, Jason and Prince, and also our mother in the house, Excellency, Queen Eden, for organizing this program, for us to enlighten ourselves more about this artificial intelligence. Because once we know it and gain more knowledge of it and bring the aware of it, then get better understanding of this AI, then we can support our children. So my greetings to Jason and Prince. Well done for taking this giant leap of organizing this program. We are all behind you and we are proud of you, and keep up the good work. And may the Lord bless all our leaders on this platform. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much. That's so inspiring and motivating and guiding. Actually, they have to sit here, but they are unable to control the program, so that's why I'm here. But they started the program. These two are the ones whom you described. They are the ones who started this program, and they took the blessings of our Queen Eden ma'am blessings. And
one more thing, I just realized my sister is also on the platform, Professor VGA Caroline.
Yes, ma'am joined. I observed her presence.
I was wondering, where is she?
Can we see the presence of?
No, I joined, ma'am. Thank you very much for being with us. It's a great time for us to see you, and amazed looking at you, ma'am. Thank you. You're a great inspirational, most motivational woman on this earth. Thank you, ma'am. You're a great leader.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, just let me take 1 minute. Carol ma'am, you believe it or not, the first we started this program, the name that appeared or that name that heard on the screen is, where is Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, where is Professor Dr. Vijay Karen ma'am from our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister asked about you because she knew that whenever we organize a program, your presence is first. So I told her, ma'am, that ma'am is on very other program and she joined soon, and you joined us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining, because I wanted you to be here on the screen when you three met here, because you three are the backbones of this global child mission India. Because if someone know about this organization, that's because of you. Ever since we started, the journey started 4 or 5 years back. Ever since the journey started, you have been supporting us. You have been extending your support to these two kids and blessing this organization to go into the international level. And I hope that soon the kids will start some physical work also. And after 2 months of World Peace Summit, we are here with this program. Actually, it is something like a rehearsals to us, because so much of work has been done during these 2 months. We have been trying to connect with many universities, because every webinar should be recorded in coming days in a publication, that too with ISBN publications or some eminent publications, with some with the collaboration of some eminent universities. Such a way we are planning, so that it can be recorded historically. So many things have happening with Royal Council. So this Edu-Con conference is going to be a rehearsals for us to start our work from August 1st onwards. So let's invite Professor Dr. Vijay Kalin ma'am to speak on Edu-Con webinar 2023. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Brother Rajarao, for inviting me. The topic is very interesting. I may not talk much on this, but it is very inspirational I'll be informing my students also to focus on AI, and we have the streams of AI and machine learning. Almost engineering students are completely focusing on AI. Of course, artificial intelligence has a great role in education, and UNESCO also believes that AI supports education and they can attain Sustainable Development Goal 4 by 2030. AI, artificial intelligence, as we notice, it has a great impact on education, especially just now. I'm sorry, I joined late, so I couldn't listen to many eminent leaders. But just now I heard one of the speakers, great leader, spoke about AI and what we say, the other one, I'm not getting, yeah. Okay, I'll speak about it.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT. Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for supporting me. So that's what artificial intelligence help, especially the human, to be a superhero, to complete the task within the short span of time. And collecting good information and providing to the people to work efficiently, effectively, to run the organization in a greater way. But the only thing is, as we know that it is created by human being, it cannot become superhero on a human being, but human being have to control the knowledge of artificial intelligence. So human beings shouldn't leave the knowledge to the technology, and it cannot create by itself. It's as we know, it acts like a human being, thinks like a human being. Only thing is, it doesn't have the emotions. So artificial intelligence can create its own capable technology on this world, and it can be a superhero and surpass human being. But as it is created by human being, we need to have good control over artificial intelligence and ChatGPT so that it cannot act on the lives of the human being cruelly and become a superhero. It is my feeling, what I felt when I'm going through artificial intelligence. But nowadays, we are seeing many unwanted incidents because of the artificial intelligence, how it can take into a worst a path, which can create a great problem to the human lives. So it is very essential that how intellectually, as we are intelligent and intellectual people, how best we are taking up the knowledge and utilizing for the benefit of the society. That is very important. So always any technology, any knowledge existed on this earth, it has to support human being. We know that nuclear energy also created only to support in the defensive mechanism. But unfortunately, we know the impact of nuclear bomb, how it has affected the lives of people in Japan till now. There is a lot of genetic issues and they're facing, and the generation to generation, they're suffering because of the nuclear energy. Similarly, the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the ChatGPT, all these technologies, the ChatGPT, which is run by or driven by artificial intelligence, it has to be under control. It has to support for the welfare of the society and the human being. We mainly depend on artificial intelligence as big data is there. It is very difficult to preserve or read quickly, but artificial intelligence help us to collect a lot of information and big data to be preserved. And it maintains very concise information in a better way. It supports. So in education, it is very important. It plays a vital role, especially for the younger generation. They can collect a lot of information and have good knowledge, especially algorithm and other technical related knowledge to be learned by students, and they can use it in a better way. So artificial intelligence support younger generation to harness a great knowledge and be an intellectual and support the society. So innovative ideas, innovations to be done by the support of the artificial intelligence. That's very important. Always we need to take care how best we are utilizing the technology or knowledge. And we have to see that it has to be under control. It should not be like a chain reaction. So in content writing, or the students do not know how to write or to make the resume. So it is going to support them to write the good application, job applications, resume, and also the skills which help them to have good job opportunities. As we know, most of the younger generation, the youth, are falling prey to the unemployment. Artificial intelligence, I'm sure that is going to support people who are skillful. And here we need to understand human beings without skills cannot reach to the heights. They need to be a skillful. Just imbibing the knowledge, mugging up and providing, that will turn up into a burst. So they need to understand the technology and knowledge and be a skillful person and implement in a greater way for the betterment of the society and for their future life. That is very important. So ChatGPT also helps a lot human being collecting a lot of information in short span of time. So it is a not time consuming technology. So definitely it helps the human being to have good knowledge within short span of time and improve the standards. But only thing is what information it is providing. So many of the scientists a little bit worried about the use of the ChatGPT chatbot, because is it giving the right information? It is collecting, but we need to check the information which is provided by ChatGPT is correct or not. So human being knowledge is very important. It cannot become a supreme hero on human being, but we become supreme hero. But when we take up the knowledge and technology skills into our hands and support for the welfare of the nation and the world, definitely this artificial intelligence, machine learning, and these technologies definitely help human being to excel in their fields. And especially we know because of the artificial intelligence and the crazy of computer knowledge, computer science, engineering, in future, recently also we know that there is a recession in America, Canada. And I know that people, most of the younger generation lost their job. The known students, they make a call, even my ex-students. So, ma'am, we lost. Then I say, you need to improve your standards. You need to excel yourself, gain a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and be a skillful person. Then you will not lose the job. So competition is high, but the people or children or students who are well in knowledge and being a skillful, learning a vast technology and using in a better way, they will not lose the job. So recession will be high, but only thing is people who are knowledgeable, skillful will not lose the job. So the students, especially the younger generation, need to understand and learn the standards of, learn the knowledge and technology in a better way, improve the standards and be a skillful person. You are not going to lose job, but you're going to excel. I know the children who are having good knowledge and technology, in, especially AI, they are in good standards, good area, good fields, and they're earning a lot. So supporting their home, that is family members, as well as the nation. So that is important. So whatever the core engineering or the artificial intelligence, computer science engineering, the students need to understand that how best we are utilizing the technology for the betterment, how best we are utilizing for the global peace, how best we are utilizing for the excel of their nation, how best they are supporting the family members. So in this way, any technology is going to support human being, but only thing is how best we are utilizing the technology. Thank you very much for giving this info.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's really a wonderful speech. We all know that Professor Dr. Vijay Carroll, ma'am, Managing Director of Vishwa Humanity United International Oil Council, Chairman of the Life Foundation, a humanitarian organization, and CITV Managing Director. And we all know that she is the professor in TKR Engineering College. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much having your presence and for your wonderful speech. We know that you will do a great job and you did it fantastically and splendidly. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you also.
Thank you, sir.
So we have made to wait so many eminent speakers so long, but the time has come for us. I request all the speakers, please maintain 5 minutes time because it's the second half. So we have a great young scientist. Actually, he doesn't need any introduction. Not in Facebook, but on LinkedIn. He's a superstar. Dr. Pratik Ranjan Mungekar. He's the superstar of LinkedIn because in LinkedIn, no one supports anyone. We don't know why, because all are known people, but some reason they all ignore one another due to some ego clash or whatever it may be. But there is one person who is liked by each and everyone. That is Pratik Ranjan Mungekar, the great scientist and professor, doctor. And if we keep on reading about him, and the page is not enough, I really appreciate him, not because of his talent or not because of his intellectuality, but because of his age, such an young age. Someone is telling me recently that he is unmarried guy, he can do anything because he is without borders, without chains. So they are saying that we are the one who honored him the first doctorate. Then he is able to achieve many doctorates. That's what they are saying. But he's an unmarried guy, he's a bachelor, he can do anything. But being a scientist, really he's doing a great job. As an author, he has written some exceptionally books. And he's into many organizations, many universities, having his presence. Because whenever we organize a program, he's there, he's the advisor to Global Child Mission India. Thank you, dear brother. Thank you for your support as always. And we welcome you to give a fabulous speech on this special webinar. Over to you.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Rajarao, for your kind introduction. And I'm always ready for Global Child Mission and our Royal Council platform, because you people are doing great work and I endorse. So before I open my talk, I would like to share one of the incident in my recent Philippine tour. I visited. This is relevant to artificial intelligence. That's what I wanted to share. Recently, I have visited University of Perpetual Health System Molino campus, and where I visited Asia's first IoT lab for students. And there I delivered my lecture on this particular topic, controversial impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT in education. So the students were mesmerized, and they again invited me in the September for their AI conference. So that's the, and that's, and today I'm going to share the crust of that lecture. So hope you all will enjoy. So ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, all the scholars, fellow delegates, and my dear Queen, Majesty, Dr. Professor Queen Edin, the Prime Minister of our Birland state. It is an honor to stand you before today at this prestigious international conference organized by Global Child Mission and powered by our Birland state government to discuss one of the most pressing issues of our time, the controversial impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT on education. So today I stand before you to discuss a topic that is shaping the future of education and revolutionizing the way we learn and interact with information. Because we need to travel information to knowledge to wisdom. So that's the that's the path which we are supposed to be on, this path. So the impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT, generative pre-trained transformer on education. So as we embark on this journey of exploration, we must recognize that we are witnessing a transformative phase in the history of education. As we gather here, we find ourselves at the cusp of a technological revolution that is reshaping every aspect of our lives, including education. So the rapid advancements in artificial intelligence, particularly in the form of ChatGPT, have both excited and worried educators and policymakers worldwide. So artificial intelligence and ChatGPT are cutting-edge technologies that have made significant strides in recent years. So AI refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machine, enabling them to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as problem solving, speech recognition, and decision making. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is an advanced language model that can generate human-like, not with the human touch, but human-like text based on the data it has been trained on. So let me begin by highlighting the positive impact that AI and ChatGPT have brought to education. So these technologies have enhanced personalized learning experiences, catering to the unique tools and needs of each student. Through adaptive algorithms, AI-powered educational platforms can assess a student's strengths and weaknesses, enabling teachers to provide targeted support, ultimately leading to improved academic performance. So the first point is personalized learning. One of the most profound impacts of AI and ChatGPT on education is the ability to provide personalized learning experiences. So these technologies have the potential to analyze individuals' students' learning patterns, preferences, and strengths to deliver tailor-made content and learning pathways. So by understanding each student's unique needs, AI-powered educational platforms can offer personalized assignments, study materials, and feedback, allowing students to learn at their own pace and style. Then the second is enhanced tutoring and support. AI-powered chatbots and virtual tutors are becoming increasingly popular in educational setting. So these virtual assistants can provide instant answers to students' questions, assist in problem solving, and offer explanations and complex concepts. So they are available. See, like educators, we are educators and we have some limitations, time limitation, but these assistants, AI assistant, they are available 24/7, making learning more accessible beyond traditional classroom hours. So the personalized support offered by AI chatbots can supplement traditional teaching methods and bridge the gap for students who need additional help. Then comes automation of administrative tasks. Educators often find themselves burdened with administrative tasks. We have a lot of Department of Education work, government policies, then we have election duty, so many tasks, and because of these taking away, our precious time from classroom engagement and teaching preparation. So AI can automate routine administrative processes such as grading assignments and managing students' records, thereby allowing teachers to focus more on interactive and meaningful teaching experiences. Then comes data-driven insights. AI and ChatGPT can analyze vast amounts of data generated from student interactions and performance. So this data-driven approach provides educators with valuable insights into student progress, learning gaps, and areas for improvement. So armed with this knowledge, teachers can develop targeted interventions and support strategies to enhance student outcomes effectively. Then comes language learning and translation. So ChatGPT, with its language generation capabilities, can significantly impact language learning. So it can facilitate language practice, conversation, and vocabulary development. So additionally, AI-powered translation tools enable students to access educational resources in various languages, breaking down languages barriers and promoting inclusivity. Then comes predictive analytics and early intervention. So by using predictive analytics, AI can forecast potential student challenges and identify those who may be at risk of falling behind. So early intervention based on these predictions, like Dr. P.K. Rajput explained about the court case, allows educators to provide timely support and prevent learning gaps from widening. Then comes very important ethical considerations and challenges. So while AI and ChatGPT present numerous opportunities for education, they also raise ethical considerations and challenges. Privacy concerns, data security, and the need for unbiased algorithms are critical issues that must be addressed to ensure the responsible, the word is very important, responsible use of these technologies. Moreover, AI-driven chatbots and virtual assistants have become valuable companions in the learning journey. They offer instant help, clarifications, and explanations, thereby fostering a culture of continuous learning outside traditional classroom setting. So this democratization of knowledge empowers learners from all walks of life, bridging the gaps in access to quality education. Furthermore, AI facilitates the automation of administrative tasks, as I said earlier also, freeing up educators to focus on fostering creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills in their students. So this human-centric approach to teaching lays the groundwork for a more enlightened and innovative society. And finally, in conclusion, the impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT on education is profound and transformative. So these technologies hold the potential to revolutionize the learning experience, providing personalized support, data-driven insights, and enhanced engagement for students and educators alike. However, as we embrace these advancements, we must do so with careful consideration of ethical implications and ensure that AI and ChatGPT are harnessed responsibly.
There might be some technical problem. Okay, anyway, we are inviting our next speaker. Mannat, please be ready. We'll invite you next. But before that, we have a special guest, Dr. Leena Patel, JS Global Entrepreneur System, One Soul Army founder and CEO. Dr. Leena Patel.
Good evening. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all present over here. Dr. Rajarao, for this beautiful initiative. I appreciate you all. Honorable Queen Adrian, Honorable Queen Elizabeth, all the respected dignitaries. I feel so honored and privileged today to share my some of the viewpoints based on the impact of AI and ChatGPT on education, and it's my opportunity to take upon this sharings ahead. So, dear audience, along with the beautiful children over here, I guess most of the youngsters and the children across the globe are connecting with this international conference because of this, ignited and most demanding area that's called AI. So let me begin as a computer engineer. I would just conclude in initial phase of my speech that with the beautiful quote which I've written, that a robot without heart, and the man without art, both are same. No willings. So what we are looking here is with AI along with EI as well, emotional intelligence. As I consider the education field with this research area, this is the finest top, one of the most ignited research scholar area, AI. It's classified into its 3 sub areas: robotics technology, machine learning, and third is NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. So we talk about this impact word. When we talk about impact, we must be careful that impact is always either positive or negative. Both sides, pros and cons. Every technology has its pros and cons in this world. And trust me, guys, every single technology is induced and produced through the science, and science is natural. Science is the autonomous system from where we connect all the natural ingredients to be the part of this artificial world that's called the machine world and supreme level of application software developments. So basically, ChatGPT is a language processing tool. It's not a platform, but yes, using this AI makes the human life easy, but the other side, it makes the life mess and chaos as well. Where we talk about, when I just used to say that to use the technology is nice, to use the technology is nice, but how to use the technology for that end, from that end, the one must be wise. And this wisdom comes when we talk and we think about the pros and cons. So I would just quickly cover in my short speech today that every dignitaries talked and shared about the advantages and the benefits. No doubt these generation is gonna be benefited definitely with this industry 4.0 revolution has been done. And for our awareness, very few might be knowing that industry 5.0 has been started. So where we are heading in this technocrat era, technical and technological, both the worlds require the wisdom along with the technology enhancement and the inventions. So when we talk about the ChatGPT is just a language processing tool. It's not exactly the purest technological platform. Yes, indeed, it helps to make the edge towards making a speech and artificial intelligence to be extending its, robotic hand as to induce and sharing the realistic informations. But some of the limitations I would cover as the dark points for considering from the end of the ChatGPT, so that the youngsters and the children can be much aware about that. So the first is it does not have the common sense. So there is a chance that we can have the the incorrect and the false information as a product of ChatGPT. So in this era, while we go for two-way handshaking communications day by day, the one is extremely having the shortage of the time, shortage of the scheduling better. So we need the time management, and because of this constant running hectic life, everybody is in the great run. So that time ChatGPT no doubt is useful. But when we talk about this, common sense, so the ChatGPT doesn't have the common sense, and we may have the false and incorrect information. Other side, second is it cannot access the internet. Many few people on the earth, those who are non-technical, might not be knowing that it cannot access the internet, and that makes this tool useless somehow. Because when we talk about the internet, we do know that internet is a technology which is invented from the websites. So using World Wide Web, we all are just becoming global family. We are just living in this world. We can talk each other from the corners of the world very easily. In that time, we find this technology era, no doubt growing with the advantage, but this side also, it throws some disadvantages and the dark side as well. So without internet, this is useless. So it provides data from previous years, and so many behind database connecting all the worlds. So the limit is everywhere, but only the human being is the one social animal on the earth who has no limits. So we have to define our limits, that how long the use of this technology can be possessed by the children, because according to WHO, World Health Organization, they say that in this teenage, if I talk about 2 or 3 hours mobile use is there. So some restricted use with the time limits also given for the children, those who are into the education field. So we must learn first how to use and how long to use these technologies. Second part, that cannot handle multiple tasks together. ChatGPT is not able to handling multitask. So if we want to make our children multitask doers, then we have to train them in such a way that, dear youngster, this is not only the world where you're seeking. You have to be multitasking person. For that, you need your exercise, you need your sleep cycle very good, your diet should be on time, and everything that is connected with the use of the technology. ChatGPT has also limited knowledge. because what we speak, it gives you with the times, and much more legs of creativity. If I talk about legs of the creativity, there is no provision of the in-depth informations. I'm just concluding because it's not the time to discuss each and every limits in depth of that technical point of view. Faces some difficulties with specialized topics if we go to use the ChatGPT. So the students must be aware these limitations in mind, that when we talk about the real-time applications and real-time usage of the technologies, at that time, real-time. So it's very crucial to find real-time informations through ChatGPT. And you know that it is a pre-trained transformer. So when we talk about the real transformations, we need to be the transformer for our children and next generations, because we are the humans, and human makes the technologies, human develops the technologies, human invents the technologies. Humans are the superheroes, no doubt, but the AI is just, the left end of the human enhancement, human developments, and human intelligence developments and artificial intelligence developments, but along with EI. So we are always surrounded with these limitations, cannot understand the context, in which context we are exactly, propagating and provoking with this chat. Also, this is the limitation, cannot express the emotions. That's why I told and shared a beautiful proverb that without a heart. So obviously the technology has no heart.
Ji, sorry to interrupt you.
Thank you. Yes.
But please conclude.
Yeah. So I just need to conclude that AI and ChatGPT is still the initial era, and the impact may be wise and nice once we are in the limitations of the use of the technologies. So the students, all the best. God bless us all to be scientists in our own ways. Thank you so much for joining. Stay blessed, all of you. Love and regards.
Thank you, Dr. Leena ji. Thank you so much. You spread the aura of women empowerment with your appearance. We feel very happy whenever it may be on Facebook or it may be on Zoom. So great, such a great person you are. Thank you so much for your presence and power-packed speech. Sorry to say, I request all the speakers. Actually, we said it's 8:30. We conclude the program, but it's getting delayed. Let's give priority to all female speakers because it's getting night. I request all speakers, Ramaswamy sir, Chitrapadhyaya sir, please wait few minutes. Just wait few minutes. Let's complete our female speakers. I read out the order. Just Ambassador Mannat, Dr. Faiza Anjum ma'am, Anita Raju ma'am, Smita Shaheen Wonat, Nusrat Qureshi, Subrata Chattopadhyaya, Dr. Kalpana Dikshit, Ramaswamy sir, Dr. A.L. Ramaswamy sir. This is the order. Kindly follow it. Just we'll make it very short and sweet because it's by 9 o'clock at least. I said it 8:30 so that we can complete it by 9.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, sorry. You are there, Excellency. Actually, we invited in the beginning.
No
but,
issues.
Okay, sorry. You are there. So now I invite young, talented kid, Ambassador Mannat Pankul Arneja, DLF Public School student. Over to you, Mannat.
Thank you so much, sir. Greetings to one and all. Myself, Youth Ambassador Mannat Pankul Arneja from India. I'm 10 years old. I'm the youngest speaker champion, certified TED speaker, international storyteller, and published author. Thank you, Global Child Mission India, for making me part of Edu-Con International Conference on the impact of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT on education. And it's an honor to be among all senior spectacular speakers. Let me start off with the famous quote of Malcolm X, who once said, "Education is an important element in the struggle for human rights. It is the passport to the future for tomorrow, belongs to those who prepare for it today." In order to improve the education system for students, there are always a lot of changes happening around the world. So came in technology. As Bill Gates once famously said, technology is just a tool regarding getting the kids working together and motivating them.
The teacher is most important. Artificial intelligence is a thriving technology that is being used in almost every field and is changing the world. One place where artificial intelligence is poised to make big changes is in education. AI in education is not about humanoid robots as a teacher to replace human teachers, but it is about using computer intelligence to help teachers and students and making the education system much better and more effective. In the future, the education system will have lots of AI tools that will shape the educational experience of the future. As every coin has two sides, for every strength, there is a weakling. So is AI, as it is a threat to fundamental rights and democracy. We all know AI is increasingly having an impact on education, bringing opportunities as well as numerous challenges. These observations were noted by the Council of Europe's Committee of Ministers in 2019 and led to the commissioning of this report, which sets out to examine the connections between AI and education. It aims to provide some background information on the areas of AI innovation, human rights, law, technology, policy, and compliance mechanisms covered therein. AI is designed to influence child development, also impacts on critical issues such as privacy, agency, and human dignity, as all are fully explored and addressed. Even the report concludes with an analysis to ensure that education systems respond both proactively and effectively to the numerous opportunities and challenges introduced by AI and ED. AI is likely to have a significant effect on education, and it has the ability to change education due to both its advantages and drawbacks. It is imperative that teachers, learning researchers, and policymakers engage with computer scientists and AI developers to ensure that artificial intelligence in education meets real needs. Bearing in mind that AI can ease the world enormously, it should be well evaluated before being employed for human convenience or in the greed to play God. Man may destroy himself. Now, let me talk about part of AI, ChatGPT. Is it a boon or a bane in the education sector? It is an emerging AI tool developing OpenAI. ChatGPT is an advanced language model based on ChatGPT 3.5. Architecture for generating content, answering students' questions, and grading assignments as the demand for e-learning has grown. ChatGPT's capabilities are used to create several education applications that can transform students' traditional learning experience and thereby make learning more accessible and effective. Natural language processing, NLP, allows students to engage with students conversationally and provide instant feedback and support. It provides real-time feedback, saves times, and increases productivity. Let's look at benefits of ChatGPT. ChatGPT helps students to learn at their own pace and level of understanding. It helps make learning more accessible to students with disabilities, which helps them achieve academic success and improve their language skills. Learning ChatGPT facilitates teachers to build interactive quizzes, games, and other engaging activities, student engagement. On the flip side, ChatGPT has challenges too. At times, Chat may also provide inaccurate, incomplete information that leads to misunderstanding or confusion for both teachers and students. This generates biased content that impacts both teaching and learning paths. It can process and generate ideas quickly, in turn reduces critical thinking, creativity, problem solving, etc. Lastly, would say what Stephen Hawking said about AI. The development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. It would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans who are limited by slow biological evolution and couldn't compete and would be superseded. Thank you.
Thank you, Manna. That was so sweet and nice. Thank you. Thank you for that elaborated information. Now I invite Dr. Faiza Anjum ma'am, National Textile University, Faisalabad, Assistant Professor. Sorry. Anjum Qureshi ma'am. I'm really sorry. Anjum Qureshi ma'am, are you there? I request Anjum Qureshi ma'am to switch on your video.
Sir, I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am. Perfectly. Okay.
I'm audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm just out somewhere, so I can't switch on my camera. Well, greetings to everyone. I'm Dr. Anjum Qureshi from India, and I have been listening to all the speakers. And of course, it's really a very great topic. In fact, artificial intelligence, because it is one of my research areas on which I have worked. Actually, relating to AI, well, I have worked on it for how it helps in securing the IoT networks. But here, when we, as an educator, when we talk about education, yes, it is helping a lot. In fact, AI is not a new technology. Now that has become, a boom, a buzzword, we can say, where everyone is talking about only AI and only AI everywhere, and there are a number of tools. Well, we can see, like, for educators that we use, especially the natural language processing, the NLP technique that we use, which is converting whatever you speak, the speech processing techniques that we have, where we just speak. Nowadays, it is that you don't need to type a word. I have seen my students, even they will be using it. They don't need to type anything. If they want to search over something, they want to write something about any topic, they just speak over it. Like they want to write a note and suppose you speak artificial influence, they speak artificial influence and they have a lot of it. They want to type a document, they don't need to type it using a keyboard. They just speak and the documents get typed for them. And there are a number of applications like the polite post that we have where they can be, reframing their emails, because emails, when we are doing, we have to maintain the proper grammar and the proper sentences. We have to address the people whom we are sending the email, especially when we are sending at the formal level. So, of course, the most I can say the most favorite tool for the students nowadays, it has become ChatGPT. Because when I say to the students that, okay, you have to prepare a document, and then I told that there is one more tool, like, many of you may be knowing, that is the Grammarly, which was being used by the students. In fact, even I used it a number of times whenever I prepare some research paper or some article, and I just use it for correcting the grammar. But I just said one of the students, okay, you can be using ChatGPT, you can be using the Grammarly. The students said, no, ma'am, ChatGPT is better. But ChatGPT is becoming a favorite tool for the students to form, to make their assignments, to make their project works, to make their project reports, synopsis reports, and research papers, especially. Because this time we saw that when we just told the students, like, okay, what is a research paper? And we could see the kind of language they were writing. They were so professional. And we were so surprised, like, at the first stage, how can you write such a good research paper? So, of course, ChatGPT and all, and any of the AI tools that we are using, that is regularly becoming popular. It is really helping the students. But here, I would just like to talk about, like, even other speakers, which I was to whom I was listening to. I could see that, like, the artificial intelligence, we cannot be matching it with the human intelligence, of course. But when we are using this AI tools, what I worry sometimes is that the creativity, the critical thinking skills of the students, sometimes they get hampered because like when you're preparing a document using ChatGPT, for example, if you take that I'm writing a letter, an application letter, or any kind of letter. So here I just have to think for a long, like, okay, what kind of words should I use and how should I frame the sentence? But when you're using ChatGPT, you don't need to actually think about it. You just put some inputs and the document is framed for you. So that is the magic of this using this tool. But what about the creative thinking and the critical thinking ability of the students? Sometimes I just write, okay, we are getting a very good product out of it. The results are very good, but we have to think of it. The second thing that I would like to say about is all these AI tools that we are using, it requires internet. And when we talk about, yes, it is becoming a very popular technology, but I think that in the absence of internet, most of the AI tools cannot work. So what about the students and what about the educators who are living in the areas where they don't have internet? Or what about those who cannot afford all this kind of technology?
Anjumji, please conclude due to some
Okay,
time constraint.
thank you, sir. I'm just concluding. So, so I think this are some of the drawbacks that I sometimes find with the AI technology. And thank you once again, Rajarao sir, and best wishes to
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. She was joined us, but anyway, she's not going to speak. Dr. Pallavi Prakash, ma'am, Knowledge Seed Learning Center and Pallavi Prakash International Productions founder. Over to Your Excellency, Dr. Pallavi Prakash.
Right. Thank you so much, Dr. Raja Rao. It is indeed an indispensable pleasure to address on such an august international platform. Let me congratulate Royal Council and the state of Birland for the collaboration. And it's indeed a pleasure to be present here in the august presence of Her Excellency, Queen of Birland. So thank you so much for that. I would quickly, I am known for, speaking something out of the box. So I was listening to the speeches and a lot of points have already been spoken, right? But I would just give you some keywords which would hit your heart and after the conference, right? So let's begin with this. The AI does not hate you, nor does it love you, but it is made of atoms which it can use for something else, right? So it doesn't, it doesn't actually is concerned or disconcerned for you, but actually, let's see how it will use human brains, human minds, human EQ, and human IQ. That's the $1 million question, my dear friends. So ladies and gentlemen, today we have gathered here to explore the fascinating world of AI and its profound impact on education, right? Especially through the lens of ChatGPT, an advanced language model, which all of us know, okay? So as I told you, I'll just share a few points which are really, different out of the box. Let's talk something, a few points about the positive impact of AI in education. As we have discussed, there are two types of AI. This has not been spoken. So one is narrow AI, which focuses only on specific tasks. And one is general AI, which is a ChatGPT, which is almost like human mind and brain, right? So positive impacts, we have seen real-time learning analytics, continuous improvement. Yes, global collaboration is a new point. Global collaboration. AI-driven language translators actually enable students from all different linguistic backgrounds to collaborate and share knowledge, fostering a more diverse and interconnected learning environment. This is wonderful. As per me, at least, I think this is wonderful. As a filmmaker, I've been, watching the impact of AI in virtual reality. We are into producing films now on virtual reality, which Dr. Raja Rao knows. And I'm sure most of the speakers knows how we are actually harnessing the positive impact of AI. So it's wonderful, actually, As education, I think many educationists have already spoken a lot of points and I agree with them. right? So virtual reality and IVR, this is another important point. How VR and AR combine together to give you a demystifying effect. And that's going to be revolutionary, my dear friends, by 2045. Just mark my words. You can probably write it somewhere. All right. Early intervention, right? We know that. Yes, AI is the negative impacts, sir, loss of human interactions. Okay. Excessive use of AI and ChatGPT is definitely affecting the emotional quotient, that is face-to-face interactions. Then automation of jobs, yes. There is potentially displacement of some educational professionals, creating job insecurity in the industry. Third point is ethical concerns, which we have discussed, that ethical questions related to student data privacy and data misuse is a big concern these days, right? Internet dependencies, we know we have already spoken that. There's another point I would like to add before concluding. Standardization versus individualization. This is something new, Dr. Rao. While AI allows personalized learning experiences, there's always a risk of standardization in education industry and assessment potentially shifting students' creativity and unique learning paths. Okay, so this we need to explore. Maybe we can arrange another, seminar, standardization versus individualization in AI. All right. I would conclude that seeing the, the intensity and the lack of time which we have. So in my own words, I'm an international speaker. I've spoke on almost more than 100 international platforms, a filmmaker. So what I would conclude is, Dr. Rao and Her Highness, that it is important to strike a balance, okay, to emphasize human interaction, creativity, and critical thinking alongside technology-driven advancements will definitely ensure a more holistic and effective learning experience for all the students in future, mark my words. That was all from my side. I can go on speaking as an international speaker, but I think I've been short and crisp, and these points have really given you food for thought. So thank you so much for inviting me once again. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening ahead. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Excellency. Really, that's out of box. Because we know that you will do it in such a way. Thank you. Thank you so much for your presence and for that powerful speech. Thank you, Excellency.
Thank you so much.
Let's make it a balance. That's correct. Yes, we have to balance these things. And now we invite Dr. Anita Raj. Dr. Anita Raj, Global Advisor to Global Child Mission India, and a reputed international speaker, and great supporter of Royal Council, and first supporter of our World Peace campaign. I welcome Dr. Anita Raj to share her views on this topic. Over to you, Excellency.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for this opportunity. And what a brilliant start from the two kids, Prince and Jason. That's a wonderful. Thank you for this opportunity and for the collaboration. And as many people spoke about it already, let me just give you a few things that I feel is different from what others shared. We all know that Elon Musk, who's a very, very big influencer of the world, he said something really serious is going to happen through artificial intelligence in the next 5 to 10 years. Everybody was talking about it. It was trending at that point of time. But what is really dangerous is the human beings concluding that they've understood AI. It has just started. We haven't even understood it. It's just started, and we are getting in there. There's a lot more for us to understand about AI itself. So what actually, can really help us is what doesn't scare you doesn't help you grow. So if this is scaring us from this. So artificial intelligence as such, be it your Siri or an Alexa, even during pandemic, when the entire world was crippled with the pandemic, people that got isolated, they didn't have anyone to talk to. Finally, they only could use Alexas and Siris as companions. So did AI not help them? that was not meant. Actually, was not, the Siri or Alexa was not meant for that, but it really helped them. And if you take anything else, when postal systems were over and when the email system was coming in, everybody questioned the existence of postal department, but they found other jobs. They found better things to do in life. So we are evolving as people. We don't have to do the same thing what we did a decade ago or a century ago. There are new things that will evolve. And as people, through our intelligence, we can do better things in life than what we did earlier. At some point of time, we used to sit at home, cook, do the course of life, and end the day, just serving your family alone. But today, you're able to outsource the work to somebody else. You're able to go out to the world, achieve something extraordinary.
Excellency, there may be some technical problem, network issue. So,
okay, information collation can happen through ChatGPT.
There is some network issue. We'll invite the next speaker. Dr. Smita Shine Wonat, Loyola
Yes, sir.
Academy.
Yes, sir. Good evening,
Loyola
sir.
Academy, affiliated to Usman University, Hyderabad, assistant
Yes, sir.
professor. Over to you, Excellency.
Yes, sir. Shall I?
Excellency, can you adjust your camera, please?
Yes. Is it okay, sir?
No
Yes. Shall I share my screen, sir?
Excellency, make it 3 or 4 minutes because.
Okay, okay. Yeah, sure, sir. Sure.
1 second, 1 second. I'm making you co-host. Yes, now you can, Excellency.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, good evening, everyone.
Yes,
good evening,
perfect.
ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Eden, and thank you so much, Global Child Mission, and for giving me this opportunity. I will make my speech short because already the speakers spoke about almost all points, right? So today we are going to discuss about the impact of AI and ChatGPT on education. First of all, we have to break the myth that AI in education is not about humanoid robots or replacing the teachers, but it is about using the computer intelligence. It helps the teachers as well as the students to make the education system more effective and better. Okay, so according to when we talk about the data, according to Indian Brand Equity Foundation, since I'm representing India, I'm talking about Indian Brand Equity Foundation, IBEF. They said that they are expecting USD $30 billion by 2031 in Indian edutech sector. And it was, when we take the data of 2021, it was only USD 700 to 800 million. So that was, so now we can really know about what is the impact of AI in education sector. So when we move to this, these are the popular trends, and I already discussed, the speakers already discussed about that. What is the main aim of artificial intelligence in education? That is to facilitate the learners with a flexible and personalized environment, engaging learning along with the basic automated tasks like intelligent tutoring system, adaptive learning, learning analytics, social school management system is there, pedagogical agents, smart classrooms. So these are the different trends in AI. And there are a lot of applications of artificial intelligence in education that I'm going to quick view. That is one of the application of AI is ChatGPT. That is what we are discussing. So when we talk about the ChatGPT, we know that it is a generative AI chatbot. My opinion is we all, teachers and students, should learn how to use all these AI tools because that will that will reduce our work pressure and tension that we are experiencing in today's life. So ChatGPT, that is a generative AI chatbot that interacts with you conversationally. It is like a friend. When we ask some questions or if you have some doubts, it will answer you properly. But the only thing is it won't show any resources. I mean, it won't show any sources where it will get that got the information. So that thing we have to check when we deal with ChatGPT. When you get some information, check the source, whether it is relevant or not. Otherwise, ChatGPT is very good. It will help the students as well as the teachers to reduce the work pressure. And another one you can see Perplexity. Perplexity is another generative AI chatbot. So it helps. It is also like ChatGPT, but there the advantage is it will show the sources where it get the information. It clearly show the sources. So Perplexity, the advantage is that. And another one you can see Q report, right? Q report means it will generate interactive slide deck. So if you want to attend some presentations or like this, so you can use Q report to prepare even 9 to 12 slides at least on your topic. So it is very useful for trainers as well as the teachers in today's world. When another one you can see, that is the Education Copilot. So Education Copilot, it is help you to start the lesson plans. It purely help you how to prepare the lesson plans. So definitely teachers can use this because that will reduce the work pressure. Another AI you can see, that is EPT. So EPT that will convert any text or any website into a quiz automatically. Suppose teachers, if they want to conduct any quiz, so you can take the help of EPT because it will frame the questions as per the quiz. How it works means you have to copy paste the text from your notes. Some limitations are there. I am not remembering what are the limitations, like the characters, some limited characters are there. So you can copy paste text from your website to this one. Then it will automatically generate the questions and answers, and you can easily conduct the quiz. So that is very useful for the teachers. And another one is Quillbolt. Quillbolt, it helps to paraphrase or rewrite a text. For example, you have to paste some text into paraphraser and you can ask it to rephrase the text. Then it will help you, Quillbolt. So this is an awareness for all the teachers and the students because all these AI tools are very easy. Like another one, you can see the PowerPoint Speaker Coach. So PowerPoint Speaker Coach, it definitely helps to prepare in private to give more effective presentations. Okay. Yeah, yes, I'm going to conclude the session. At like all these AIs like Grammarly, all these we can use, the students as well as the teachers. So some more are there, no time to explain all these things. So already explained about the benefits of the AI. So my opinion is artificial intelligence is not a substitute for human intelligence. We can take it as a tool to amplify the human creativity and ingenuity, but definitely we should be careful while using the AI. Like many speakers told, how we are taking that. That is the main thing. Recently, you heard about some news like the man lost 40,000 rupees due to the video call because the cyber criminals can use AI tools to scam you. So we have to aware about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much. Now I invite our next speaker, Nusrat Qureshi, GH Raison University student. Dr. Nusrat Qureshi. Miss Nusrat Qureshi, are you there? I invite Dr. Subrat. She joining. Okay, Dr. Subrata Chattopadhyaya, Institute of Engineering and Management, Kolkata. Professor, over to you, dear sir.
Yeah, greetings. I hope I am audible and visible.
It's perfect, perfect.
Okay. So greetings to Honorable Excellencies, Honorable Queen, right? And the topic is about, narrow AI and generative AI. So when we talk about GPT, it is about generative pre-trained transformer. Now, all this while, in the last 2 hours, we were using our natural intelligence to understand artificial intelligence and to understand about GPT. Now, there are There can be errors in the recommendations, in the feedback, of the impact in the learning outcomes when we use AI, and that may impact the learning process. So there should be careful consideration and ethical use of AI is necessary, as was discussed also, to mitigate biases, to improve personalization, and to minimize errors and ensure that the AI complements the teachers rather than replacing them. Coming to limitations of ChatGPT, it has been found that ChatGPT has failed in complex situations, in unique situations, and also it cannot provide critical thinking and problem-solving skills, right? Also, we have seen that the responses of the ChatGPT, are not unique in many cases, and also there is decreased engagement and motivation among the learners when interacting with the machine. Now, a study can be done wherein individual students can be asked to write on a particular topic with a title using their creativity, and the same student can use ChatGPT for the responses, right? So we can see the differences therein, wherein we'll understand that how the ChatGPT response for that particular title or topic is, and how the individual creativity of the student can be there. So concluding, AI and ChatGPT should be a supplement to the teaching and learning process. It should be an enabler and not a disruptor. And we should not be a slave to these, but then we should use it more and more to supplement the classes that we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear brother. Thank you so much. Now I invite Dr. Kalpana Dikshit ma'am, who is the research supervisor, Barkatullah University, Bhopal. Thank you, ma'am. If Kalpana Dikshit ma'am comes or Dr. Srikanth Kalurkar sir comes, which means it's going to be concluded. Kalpana Dikshit ma'am. Kalpana Dikshit ma'am. We have introduced you. Kalpana Dikshit ma'am, it's your turn. There may be some technical problem. Kalpana Dikshit ma'am, audible?
Yeah, I am audible now.
Yes, we have invited you. Over to you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Kalpana Dikshit from India. Thank you, HRM Queen again, and Dr. Raja Rao, Prince and Jason. All of you are really doing this great job for conducting this international conference on such a contemporary topic. AI and ChatGPT in education or science or technology or any field of medicine or pharmacy, it is very important. Why? Because every technology when comes before us, so we are thinking about the humanity and community. But when we are applying this technology, they are really very much important for all of us. So here I would like to explain the application of AI in education, especially in education research. So what is the application?
No, sir.
These are that we are collecting data. We are analyzable data in education research also. And what we are doing other things are, that is, we are exploring the AI in all fields of education and technology. And we are doing, as an academician, what we are doing. We are using our natural language processing for converting the technical language in human language. And what we are doing, we are applying computer vision. That is very important aspect of AI. That is based on computer vision system and can process and interpret all the information in visual form. This is very much important. Other thing is that drug discovery in the field of medication, it is very much important and visibly prove itself that discovery and development is an important issue. Then another thing, in gaming technology, we are using robotics. In domestic and industry, we are using robotics. Robotic technology also is an important part of AI. And other thing is that recommendation system. AI also recommended very thing, very literature, very references, very material, all the research papers at global level. So this is also an important aspect. Simulation and modeling. This is based on the automobile industry also. Then other thing is that knowledge discovery and synthetic. We can explore many of knowledge, many of important concepts from the AI platform, and we can also collaborate with the other people. Another thing that I would like to say that there are some ethical issue also in AI. What is that issue? They are privacy and data protection. This is very much have to be checked before apply the AI. Then data bias and fairness, because we are totally dependent on the technology. So this is some ethical issue, transparency and interpretation and interpretability also. Reproducibility and reverse state, what the machine is given, how we are representing and reporting this. So this is also ethical issue. We are facing the intellectual property ownership. People are getting and collecting so many knowledge from all that platform which are based on AI. So this is also important to check them. Accountability and liability. Who is accountable for a fault? Who is accountable for corrupted data? Who is accountable for a pseudo news? So nobody is accountable. So this is also have to be checked. These are some ethical issues. But still, I would like to say that in educational research, academy, this is very much important to use AI and ChatGPT. Why? Because it provides us the interdisciplinary collaboration, data-driven discovery. Other thing is that personalized and adaptive learning. We can conquer, we can explore any matter, any knowledge, any research paper, any article on the approach of our hand. We can do this easily. Enhance scientific discovery. This is also support scientific discovery. In many laboratories, they are using robotic arm. They are using artificial platform to analyze the data and to give the report about the scientific discovery. Ethical consideration, responsibility. Then other thing is that AI-enabled automation. This is also visible on the road nowadays. And I would like to say that there are some important tools educational research can utilize for their research, for their academic writing, for writing their articles and papers on different magazines, news, journals, everything. What are they? What are the tools? They are Pictory, Jasmine, Waft, and other thing is ChatGPT, Levoil, Reply to, Vinted. So many tools are there to explore the artificial intelligence and give cognitive support to all the human beings, all the academicians. And here I would like to thank you all for inviting me on this wonderful program for such an interesting topic.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Now I invite Dr. Srikanth Kallurkar sir, because Kalpana Dikshit ma'am and Srikanth Kallurkar sir, they give a great conclusion to all our programs. Srikanth Kallurkar sir, are you there?
Yeah, thank you very much. In fact, AI and ChatGPT, they lead to mass customization in education. So we can apply that from the perspective of mass customization, and education can become more student friendly. It will reduce the gap from quality perspective between supply and demand in education. As Dr. Mungekar mentioned, it leads to personalized learning. And because of that, many types of students are happy with education, and then gross enrollment ratio of the students in education can get enhanced. It can lead to better individualized learning paths and tackle diverse student group. So I'm talking from the perspective of, you can say, a corporate planning or that way. It can tackle the diversity of students group. Variety in pace of learning and need of learning can be handled. Ultimately, it can lead to anytime, anywhere learning for any purpose. And we can deliver teaching in a variety of formats, tailor-made, and just-in-time approach could be possible. So AI is a powerful tool to minimize the preparations. What is important is that it should not take over the teacher. So what is important is research and teach. We research and teach, definitely the teachers will have an upper hand over it. And most important is we can enhance the creativity and innovativeness among the students, which the tools cannot do it, because the tools are based on logical thinking, whereas we need to enhance the lateral thinking of our students along with lateral thinking and logical thinking. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajarao and Her Highness, Honorable Prime Minister.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the great conclusion. Can I see Dr. A.L. Ramaswamy, sir? He's been asking us, but we couldn't provide his time. Ramaswamy, sir, are you there? PhD scholar Nasrat Qureshi messaged me that she has been facing some technical problem. Dr. Faiza Anjumam not feeling well. Okay. So now we are going for a vote of thanks. Is there anyone who left behind?
Before vote of thanks,
Yes.
I got my I lost my connection. I
Yes, Anita Raj ma'am also there.
Sure. But
Yes,
I wanted to thank you to Dr. Rajarao and my dear Queen and Majesty, Dr. Edin, and always Dr. Caroline for inviting me here again and giving me opportunity to express my thoughts, because I completed my talk and I got lost my Wi-Fi connection.
Yes. Right.
But once again, all the listeners, Dr. Anita, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, I always admire her a lot. Dr. Suraya is also there, Dr. Kalpana ma'am, everyone, thank you. And Srikant Kalurkar sir, congratulations and thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, dear brother. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. Madam Anita Raju ma'am, we too lost your connection while you are speaking.
Yes.
Anything to say, ma'am?
I think, most
Yes.
of, right, the excellent speakers here, they covered everything, and I don't have, anything much to say. I only feel that, see, the general fear factor that is there about artificial intelligence, I think when you master something, it cannot rule you. That is the basic rule. I think we need to master AI and see how it can benefit us, the human beings and the livelihood. And then I think we'll create something new over that. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Actually, my experience with artificial intelligence and the ChatGPT is not good. We are in negative terms, because first question that I asked ChatGPT is, who is Dr. Rajarao Pagidipalli? It said that I don't know that fellow. He is unknown person, maybe not so popular. That is the first answer. Okay, just I left it. Then I posed the second one. I asked ChatGPT, I prepared a nice story. Can you improvise it, or can you do any suggestions or modifications? So it said that, okay, why not? You can do it. That this one and that give him a long paragraph and just submit the story. I will do anything for you. That's what it said. And I submitted that story. After reading the entire story, it said that, you stupid fellow, nasty fellow, you have given me a story that is something like a negative. You mentioned the word first night. In that story, there is a phrase called first night. You mentioned that story. There is a red mark and you have to give a feedback. Otherwise, we'll ban you from this ChatGPT. That's what it said. I said that this first night is not this first night. It is different first night. You don't put this negative. So I have to give you a clarity why it was mentioned as per the story. Then only it allowed me to pass the next questions. So such a way our journey is going with the ChatGPT. I don't know what are the problems it is going to bring for me in coming days, but there are so many benefits when we can use it, because I asked it many times to do this and that. It is doing it very sharply and fastly, but so far I didn't get that much of work with ChatGPT, but I'm expecting in future. We may, because The day has to come when the optimum utilization of this artificial intelligence and ChatGPT that will come. So now we are going for a vote of thanks. As usual, we start with our Highness, who is the chief patron of this program, Birland, Honorable Birland, State Prime Minister HR and Queen Eden ma'am, the one who joined first and last. Because if she commits, if she doesn't commit, she won't join. But if she commits, she starts in the beginning and leaves at the end. Thank you, Majesty. Thank you so much for spending, because actually we expected it 1.5 hours, but it's 2.5 hours. Thank you so much for staying 2.5 hours and supporting each and every speaker. Really.
Very overwhelmed, Dr. Rajara. I thank you so much. Really, this is very great conference that you organized, Doctor. Actually, you're supposed to be called Excellency as the Birland Director of International Diplomacy. Thank you. Really, I'm amazed with what I heard from each speaker. We should have another round. We should have a round 2 of this.
Sure, Majesty. We do have. Then Ramaswamy, sorry, are you there? We are going to conclude this program. So he is not there. We are going to. Anjum Qureshi, ma'am, even though you are unable to switch on your camera, but you have presented it very well. You are a great speaker. We all know you as a moderator, but actually you are a great born speaker. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for beautiful presentation. But next time, switch on your cam, because your presence is what we expect. Thank you so much. Then Dr. Pratik Ranjan Mungekar, brother, you are a gem of youth. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you so much, dear brother. Dr. Anita Raj, ma'am, even though there is an obstacle, but you have given a beautiful conclusion to your speech. You are always there with us whenever we wanted your presentation or your presence. Thank you. Thank you so much for making it beautiful. Then Dr. Faiza Anju, ma'am, even though you are not feeling well, thank you for joining. And Kalpana Dikshit, ma'am, you are a great concluder of all our programs, along with our great Srikanth Kalurkar sir, because you have that much patience. We like you so much. We honor you so much. Thank you for your blessings, support. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Next, Pooja Dikshit, ma'am. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your presence, because you are from the beginning to end. You are there. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Then Smita Shain, ma'am. Ever since our journey started, you are never missing any program of us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your continuous support and journey with us. And Nasrat Qureshi, young PhD scholar, thank you for joining. Even though there are technical issues, you are with us till the end of this program. Thank you. Thank you so much. Then Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas, ma'am, who is the superstar of Global Child Mission India. Thank you for your support. Thank you for blessings to children. And thank you for staying till the end of this program. Thank you. Thank you so much, Excellency. Are you there? Elizabeth Lucas, ma'am? We can see you. Okay. Next, Srikanth Kalurkar, sir. You are amazing. Yes, our journey with Srikanth Kalurkar, sir, already started. And we are going to take it to the next level with some wonderful programs. We have planned some personality and spiritual development programs with Dr. Srikanth Kalurkar, sir. That's a great new idea. We are taking it to forward in technical education through research side with the help of Srikanth Kalurkar, sir. We'll come with that program soon. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your support. Solomon Musa, sir, we are unable to give you time due to some technical problems. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your support. Then Suraya Bano, ma'am, we missed you a lot in recent days, but thank you for joining. And thank you for your...
sir. Thank you.
So if we miss anyone, I think
happy birthday to Dr. Suraya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Not but not the least, Professor Dr. Queen is sorry. I'm really sorry. Professor Dr. Vijay Kalin, ma'am. I don't know why. So Professor Dr. Vijay Kalin, ma'am, who is always a standing support to maybe it Telangana Kala Parishad, maybe it Global Child Mission India, especially Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council. This is today because of Vijay Kalin, ma'am, efforts. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining and supporting this Edu-Con webinar, because soon these Edu-Con webinar series will come on under Royal Council banner. in a different perspective, because today we spoke to George Washington, country ambassador. He said that he's ready to join our series of webinars. So next time we invite universities to join our series of Edu-Con conferences with publication support. So that is what we are planning to include, and we are inviting research scholars and professors into these Edu-Con series, and we'll make it something towards the research side through Vishwa Humanity International Royal Council. So with all your blessings, the first program of Global Child Mission India in this series, a grand success. With this note,